All right, lads, welcome back to me podcast, Cheaper Than Therapy. Mick Thomas here. How are you? Thanks for liking, subscribing, sharing, and coming on back. I appreciate you so much. Also, check out my other podcast, The Manxiety Show, with my good buddy Corey Brooks. Both podcasts available wherever you get your podcast from. Spotify, Podbean, iTunes. Watch it on YouTube. You can see the face. You can see the face. Some people just listen and they can't put the voice to the face. Now you can. Or the face to the voice. Face to the voice. Come see me live as I dribble water down myself. Wrapping up this year, a few spots here and there around, but what I do want to mention and plug is November 11th and 12th. I have four shows, 2 on Friday, 2 on Saturday, at one of my favorite all-time clubs and places to be is the Comic Strip Live. Come see me there. And this Tuesday the 8th of November, I am part of the New York Comedy Festival at the New York Comedy Club in Manhattan, where I will be part of an Irish show. Why? What else would you put me on, right? Heaven forbid I should just be an independent, standalone comedian. But come check it out. I'm happy to see it. And then going down November 25, 26th, Floridians down in Florida. I will be there at Madcap Comedy Club in New Smyrna Beach, where I am recording my hour special. I'm happy with it. I'm glad the way it's going. I really am. So I'm getting rid of that hour, throwing it out. All the hits that you've been seeing me with over the last 2-3 years will be gone. Come watch it live if you're in the Florida area, and then it'll go out available for you. We don't know. We're looking at selling it to one of the big platforms, but we'll see what happens. It's all talk, all business chatter in it. Anyway, so I want to give, before we move on, I do want to give kind of a warning on what this week's episode is about, in case you are triggered, especially for the new listeners. There's people who've been with me from day one, and I appreciate it. But as the numbers and the views the views kind of stays the same. Nobody really watches podcasts, and for that I understand. I don't watch podcasts either. I do prefer a good old listen when I'm driving at the gym, whatever. So if the numbers have gone up an awful lot on the podcast over the last 6 months, especially new found people have found me on social media. Because of my growth on social media, new people are coming over to the podcast, and I appreciate that, and I'm welcoming you all. But I do want to give you a disclaimer. If you do not like the C word, now would be a good time to turn it off, because I do believe I will be dropping this word more so in this episode, because it's kind of just relevant. It's relevant for the people I'm going to talk about, and the only word that fits them in my mind is the C word. So if you do want to kind of take the moment to turn it off, now would be the time. All right, I'll give you a moment to turn it off. I'll take a sip of water, and if you want to stick on, you have been warned. All right, so it might get taken down anyway, based on just the world we live in and the things I'm going to talk about. But I'll give you a moment to turn it off. All right, now that they are gone, and the rest of you have stayed, I want to talk about what a bunch of cunts. Like, what's happened? What has happened to us? Listen, I'm going to be honest with you, right? A disclaimer up front. I've changed my ways over the last year and a half, almost 2 years, right? I've become a more patient person, a more spiritual person. I'm a man of prayer now. I pray. I try to be forgiving, and those of you who kind of run into me go, wow, there's something different about Mick. He's not as angry as he used to be. I really try, to be a man of God. I pray, and I practice forgiveness, and I try my best to do what's right. I really, really do. But I have been tested this week to the point where the Lord has tested thee. The Lord has tested thee, because I have been put in front of just so many, not in front, but a bunch of cunts. I've just seen, wherever I've been online, I don't know if the algorithm is testing me and they're just going to send him a bunch of cunts. Because it's the only word that can describe it. If you can think of a different word, put it in the chat. Send it in the chat. If you're watching it, give it there, thumbs up or thumbs down. Put it in the chat. That's not an appropriate word to describe these people. And it seems to be everywhere I go that we have all we've changed. The world has shifted to the point where there are more cunts now than there ever been. Why? Why is this happening? I am just... Let's list them off. Let's list them off. And this is in no particular order in where I've seen these people, right? The first one is going to be protesters. Protesters, the last 2 weeks, have been just a bunch of cunts, right? And you would think, right, I know you're going to say, because when people listen to this from other countries, they go, well, Mick, you live in America now, and that's typical of American behaviour. No, take that back. Take that back. Even Americans are not this bad, right? It's mostly the UK, Sweden, all the European lads are over there. Bunch of cunts and their protests. How are they protesting? In the worst fucking way. In the worst way. Now, your message is great, right? Your message is... I get the message. I get the message. Not the vegans. I'll start with the vegans, right? Because I don't like you vegans. I don't. If you want to go ahead and eat... Don't eat meat or don't eat dairy because you know what? You lose weight from it. You feel better. I was a pescatarian for years and years. I was a pescatarian for 5 years. 5 years I was a pescatarian. I loved it. I felt good. I just kind of wanted to get kind of like bigger. Like I like feeling bigger. I know because you've got a small dick. I just do, right? So I kind of went back onto meat. Pescatarian means you only eat fish, and obviously other things that are not meat. But vegans, to me, when you start protesting for the sake of the animals, and we all love animals, like who doesn't love an animal, by the way? There's people out there that have been cruel to animals, still love animals somewhere, we know, in their own weird way. We all love animals. We love them. But you fucking vegans, which are holier than thou, what they're doing is they're going into supermarkets and they're pouring milk all over the floor, and they have this, we have tried everything. We have tried writing letters. We have tried voting democratically. We have tried. So your next option is to pour milk all over the floor of the supermarket because you've tried everything. I've won. Have you tried killing yourself? Have you tried that? I mean, maybe if everything bothers you so much, maybe give that a go. Maybe that might work. Take yourself down to the local Home Depot or whatever you have in England, in the UK. I don't know. I don't really remember what a big hardware store is anymore. I don't, because we used to have like Coleman's. Coles? Who was the one in town? Coleman Doyle's. Coleman Doyle's in Wexford Town was a hardware store. But I don't know what you have in England. I don't know what your Home Depot equivalent is. But go down there. What you want to do is you want to get yourself a rope. You want to get yourself about a good 6-footer. Get yourself a good 6-footer and then get yourself a nice chair. Go get yourself a nice chair. Make sure it's kind of wobbly. Stand on that chair. Tie that rope to the beam. And go jump. And that'll solve your fucking vegan problem. Because if you think you are changing the world by pouring milk all over the fucking supermarket floor, you daft cunt, you're out of your mind. Because you know what's going to happen? Some poor kid on fucking $8 an hour has got to come up and just fucking mop it up. I used to work in supermarkets. You know how hard it is, by the way, to clean up something that's spilt on the floor? I know what you're thinking. Can it take more than 2 or 3 minutes? No. If something like ragu falls off the shelf and bursts, one thing of ragu, by the way, one thing of ragu, that's a whole project because you got to go find cardboard. You have to find cardboard in a world where we don't keep cardboard anymore. You have to go get cardboard, you got to rip it in half, create a scooper, put it into a box, scoop it, put it into a box, go get a mop up the heavy part of it, then go get a spray it, and in the meantime you got to stop stupid cunts from walking across, like, can you mind stop? And you got signs everywhere saying the floor is wet. Sir, can you not walk there, please? Just give me 1 second, I just got to mop this up. I'm going to walk anyway and slip and fucking fall and sue and blame you and get you fired because you didn't stop me. You know how hard it is to clean something up off the floor? That's just one thing of ragu. Milk is the same thing. You got to keep spraying it because once it's cleaned up, the floor is still, it's got a residue of fucking something slippy on it, some oily substance that's in it. So that's what's going to happen. And milk is the same. Milk got the same thing. And you fucking cunts just stand there pouring milk all over the place. Vegans kill more animals than meat eaters. Do you understand that? That's true. I'm not making that up. Google it. Google it. Use your fingers and go fucking Google it. Vegans are responsible for the death of more animals, not them individually, but if you want all your if you only want to eat vegetables, you only want to drink your fucking almond milk. I don't know how you milk a fucking almond. I've never seen an almond with a set of tits. Right, you are the ones that, you know, a combine harvester's got to come through a field. Fucking rats, moles, squirrels, rabbits, bugs, mice, Fucking gone. A crow landed, didn't get out of the way in time. Oh, fuck those animals, right? Vegans, you don't give a shit about them. You don't give a shit about those animals. Milk all over the place, you miserable cunts. Just don't fucking eat it. Don't eat it, and that's your part of the protest is done. Don't stop me if I want a bowl of milk in my Cheerios. Who the fuck are you to tell me I can't have that? The fuck out of it, you rotten cunts. Enough of that shit. And then you got the other ones over there. Again, the UK. Again, they're all blocking up the roads in London, sitting, super gluing their face to the tarmac. To the fucking tar, what do you call it in America now? And the asphalt. Right? You know, we call it tarmac. The tar, we would say. Super gluing your face to stop the oil. The oil. Yeah, oil sucks, lads. Doesn't it? It fucking sucks. Drilling for oil is terrible. Drilling for oil is terrible. How did you get to the protest, by the way? I didn't see any bicycles around. You took a fucking bus. How did the bus get there? How does the bus, what does the bus run on? Your love? Does the bus run on your well-being? The thoughts of just, oh, how great of a person you are? No, you cunt. The bus ran on fucking diesel, which is fucking dug from the earth. Or did your dad drop you off because you can't fucking afford to be independent and go live by yourself? You fucking leech. So your dad probably drove you in his car, which is full with what? Fucking oil. Petroleum. Fucking sitting blocking the roads when people are trying to just go to work. And then they get dragged off, and these are heroes to me. People who stop, get out of their car and go, get out of the fucking road, mate. They grab them and they drag them along, right? And they don't even fight back. They just sit there like a fucking, like a sack of potatoes. Just fucking sitting there, just not doing. Do you ever see one of those, like a family member? Like, I see those, man, and my heart breaks for them. You go to an Applebee's or something, like, and a van pulls up. You imagine having a family member so sick that you had to get a van to get them around. Massive wheelchairs, they couldn't move, they're just like no quality of life. Sad, heartbreaking. And they're just sitting there like that. That's what it remind me of. A bunch of these fucking, is it paraplegics? I'm not making fun of the paraplegics, but that's what these cunts are like. Just sitting there on the road with their fucking orange t-shirts on. Then they super glue their face. Leave them there. If they're super glued themselves to the tarmac, you know what? They identify as road now. Because obviously they're involved in that movement too. About what you identify, what you get to be. Now, you know what? Now you're road. I identify as a speed bump. I'm going to fucking use you as a speed bump. Boom, boom. Right over them. Keep going. Why are you late for work? I don't know, but those fucking speed bumps are slowing me down a bit. Fucking stop. You protest. Don't ride your bike if you don't want it. Don't ever get on transport again. You righteous cunts. Don't ever get on a plane again. Don't ever get on in a car, on a bus, on a train. Do none of that shit. Get on your push bike. Oh, by the way, where did you get your push bike? Where did you buy your push bike? From the store, right? How did you think the bikes got to the fucking store? Buy a truck. You think a bigger push bike delivered more push bikes? Are you that fucking naive to think that the world doesn't run on that? And you're out there protesting. And they all look the same. All these protesters look the same. Fucking coloured in their hair. Just fucking children. Spoiled children. And we can't grab them. But these lads did. We can't walk in and just throw the fucking foot right in their face. And again, another one. If you want to protest for oil, you know what you do? Show how bad oil is. Pour it all over yourself and light yourself on fire, you cunt. And that would be a great way. That would be fucking great, wouldn't it? And we'd all get the message. We all get the message. Your protest would be, don't get the oil. Don't use anything with oil. Don't wear clothes that were manufactured by oil. Nothing. Any clothes that was delivered to you by a van with that was used petroleum, gasoline. Never wear clothes like that. That's how you protest if you really want to get involved. Plant-based. We only like plant-based. Your shoes aren't fucking plant-based. Kick them off, you cunt. Then these other fucking weirdos, what are they doing with Van Gogh? Van Gogh, an amazing artist. Van Gogh was an amazing artist. Never appreciated in his time. Kind of like me. And what are they doing? These fucking idiots going in and they're throwing fucking soup, mashed potato all over the Van Gogh paintings. And then they're fucking super gluing their hands to the wall. People care more about art than they do the planet. That's not true. I care more about art than I do you daft cunt. What are you doing? And by the way, the joke's on you, you fucking idiot, because they're behind glass. You think they're going to fucking leave an exposed Van Gogh painting sticking out? Just so you walk up and some fucking idiot with his mauly fingers like, oh, you can touch it. Because you know people just never can leave shit alone. There's a button, do not touch it. No flash photography, no filming. I'm going to film. I'm going to use flash photography. And of course I'm going to press the fucking button. Because people are cunts. You're an idiot. So you just threw fucking mashed potato on a piece of glass that now some guy's got to walk in and just... It didn't even affect the painting, you dumb cunt. He's going to just wipe it down with a towel. He's done. He ruined his afternoon. Supposed to go home. Maybe he's working on his marriage. The wife is saying, you come home late. Honey, I'm going to go home early tomorrow night. I promise you. Where do you want to go? We want to go for dinner? We'll do that, honey. I want to turn this marriage around. I'm sorry I haven't been available. I'm sorry I've been really caught up at work. I'm really sorry. Depression's got the better of me sometimes because I don't really like my job. But I'll be home tomorrow. What time? 6 o'clock? I will be here at 5:55. And we're going to go out, we're going to go for dinner, and we're going to go see a movie. I promise you, honey. Right? The guy's about to walk out the door, and these fucking cunts come in, mashed potato on a fucking Van Gogh on a starry night. The boss comes along, hey, Roger, what's wrong? I gotta go home to the wife. No. Sorry, honey, I can't make it home. She goes, yeah, typical, and she leaves him. You know what I mean? Like, what? Wasters. Cunts. Oh, people care more about art. You know what? We care more about art than we do you, right? And what did Van Gogh do? Van Gogh cut off his ear. Why don't you go one step ahead of him? Go one step better at him and cut your fucking head off. Useless cunts. It doesn't stop. Today, I get up, right? And I say, you know what? It's a lovely day. I'm tired. My legs sore. My knees really sore today. I was in the city last night, had 3 spots. And I took my motorcycle in. Badass, I know, I'm badass. So I take the motorcycle in because it's easier for me to go from one club right across the city, park because there's no parking. Drop the bike in, reverse it in a gap about, about 4 foot wide. Just put the bike in, run in, do my second spot, back on the bike, go back to my third spot. Right? So I go into the city and I kind of put my fucking, I guess something happened where I kind of had to put my foot down suddenly. And I think I twitched my knee a little bit. It'll be fine. But I still want to get up. Take the family out. It's a lovely day. Family day. I've been occupied the last few weeks. Let's do a family day. Where are we going? We'll go. There's a beautiful park over here. Like in the wilderness. Yeah, we'll go. Get the dog. That was a mistake. Dog fucking stops every 2 seconds to piss or smell something. And you got to drag him by his neck. And I know you're not supposed to, but like you want to walk. The dog just stops and sniffs. You fucking move, Benny. You know that way you talk to the dog? There's people around here like, hi, how you doing? I'm not a dog beater, I promise. Fucking move, will you? How many more times? How much piss do you have left in you? You do one of those, right? So we go to the park, we're walking through the woods, beautiful woods. We come across a group of people, maybe 10, 12 people. Long-haired cunts. I used to have long hair, but I'm going somewhere with that. Bearded, unwashed cunts. Expensive camera equipment. So they're obviously shooting something. Filming a little thing there. And they come up and we walk up on the path. And they go, can you guys go that way? We're filming a short movie. And of course everybody, wife, kids, an Asian couple, an old couple who were kind of a few feet ahead of us, they go start to walk down the path. I go, no, we're all right, mate. We'll just cut right through. You can yell cut. And they're looking at me like I'm an asshole. You're in the woods, mate. Are you filming a short, are you? Listen, I've been on movie sets, mate. If that was a real fucking short movie or a real movie set, you would have got a permit to film there. And if you got a permit to film there, you would have had somebody doing security, directing people around. That's what it really happens. Don't sit there because you got a lended this fucking equipment from your college and you're trying to get an A in your college exam thinking you're going to be the next fucking Quentin Tarantino making some fucking movie in the woods about people camping. And you think, I'm going to fucking stop and walk around the long way of the woods, blocking up my trail just because you fucking cunt, thinking like, yeah, we're making a short movie. I don't give a fuck. It's going to get even shorter now because I hope you can't use this scene because I'm walking right through. And of course, what happens then? The dog won't move. So I got to drag him now. So these people are filming me dragging a dog through the fucking leaves. People are cunts, man. What's wrong with you all? And then there's every 5 steps you go, there's a photographer now. This is the thing. People are making their Christmas cards. They're in the woods. It's the fall, the autumn. The leaves are brown. Everyone's sitting on logs. And there's people dressed up. I'm like this. I swear to God, I just went like this morning. People are taking pictures, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wives, for their Christmas card. And you look at them and the man doesn't want to be there. And it's just a bad photographer, just with a fucking 7-year-old camera. Now I want you to look into each other's eyes and smile. And the guy's like, I just want to go home. And the girlfriend is embarrassed that he's embarrassed. And whatever happened to Christmas cards? Whatever happened to holiday cards where you would just go to a fucking shop, like a CVS or whatever, and you bought a box like this, and you just, it was like, there was 3 different types right? You know what I'm talking about? There was Santa, like 20 Santa, 20 Christmas tree, 20 snowman. And then someone would buy one like with an old, like arty, like fucking Dickens type of scenery. Nobody liked those. But you just wrote it to fucking John and Mary, Happy Christmas, mailed a card, or holidays, whatever you're celebrating, right? And you mailed the card off. Now people have to go fucking to the woods, blocking up, and you gotta apologise walking by. Oh, sorry for existing. Like, the whole world is full of these fucking influencers now, these TikTok cunts, just fucking everywhere you go dancing. Like, you go to the mall, you'll see them, and they'll have a tripod up at the bottom of the fucking escalator, and they're like doing a fucking dance, and you're like, oh, can I just walk? Can I live my life, please? Can I live my fucking life? I'm sorry, I ruined your fucking moment. You're blocking up the wood, you cunt. You know what I mean? So that's when you're taking a picture and you're fucking sending that out to put on people's fridge that nobody gives a shit about. So people go, oh, look at John and Mary. Look at the picture in the woods for Christmas. Isn't it lovely? Yeah, but you don't consider the fucking 60 people that had to stop and walk around. I don't stop for that. I really don't. If I see someone setting up for a picture, 3, 2, 1, I'll stop, take the picture. Sure, I'm not a monster. But when you keep going, okay, now I'm going to get down low. Fuck off. Fuck off, you cunt. I'm walking. I'm going to my destination. I gave you your thing. Go to fucking CVS, buy regular Christmas cards, and just send them off like normal people. Like normal people would, you cunts. I was going to start going on about how people are complaining about movies too, but I'm actually worked up now. I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to eat a bowl of Funyuns and watch The Simpsons. That's what I'm going to do. Listen, come see me live, lads, please. Some great shows. New Smyrna Beach, down in Florida. I can't wait to see you, lads. Please come down for the special. It's going to be great. It'll probably be the last time I'll do that material live. So, out loud in front of a crowd. So come down. I'd love to see you. Go see me at the comic strip this weekend coming up. A New York Comedy Club at the New York Comedy Festival, which is a big deal. It's kind of a big deal. I'm really downplaying that, but it is a big deal to be part of the New York Comedy Festival. Check out my other podcast, The Manxiety Show. And as always, guys, wash your hands. All right, you dirty fuckers. Good luck to you. Good luck to you.